Right, so it's half term today, and we are going to head down to the Nintendo pop-up shop down in Shepherd's Bush, Westfield. Not looking to buy anything today. I don't collect that kind of thing, but I feel as someone that does gaming shop tour type videos, it has to be done. So yeah, we're going to check it out. I'm sure I'll pick something up. I've got a little man here today with me, Archie Bub, who's still half asleep, or he's pretending to be anyway. Yeah, it's sleepwalking now. Yeah, we'll see you down there. Right, so we made it down to Westfield in Shepherd's Bush, which is where the pop-up shop for Nintendo is. Now, it's only on till the middle of November, so we had to get down there and check it out before it closes for eternity. Now, I was about to walk in the shop here, and then I was quickly guided to a queue. Now, this is only half of the queue that we saw on the day. I guess that Nintendo magic is still going strong. But anyway, we got a lovely postcard while we was waiting in the queue and 100 Nintendo points to spend on some tat online. But anyway, we braved it through that massive queue. It was like a ride at Alton Towers at some point. And we eventually got into the shop. Now, I wasn't expecting anything much when I came in here because, in all honesty, as much as I like to look at these kind of things, I don't really collect too much of this Nintendo memorabilia type stuff. I know a lot of my friends do, and I was also expecting some serious prices. Now, I will say I did like these cushions. In particular, I really did like the Luigi one. I was quite tempted to pick something like that up and bring it home. But I'm just browsing, in all honesty. I'm sure I'm going to pick something up at some point. But it's going to be cheap today. Believe me, I've bought a lot of gaming and related stuff recently. And maybe this isn't the place to come when you're low on funds. No, in fact, I'll tell you now. It's definitely not the place to come when you're low on funds. Now, these cheap little pens here, I thought they was pretty cool. But look at the price just for this pen, $7.99. I just know I'm going to get fleeced for one of these. Archie is looking at it and he wants one. Super Mario shirts here that you can pretty much pick up on eBay. Yeah, they're not official, but you know what? They're about £20 cheaper. Now, this was the highlight of the day. I saw something at $5.99. I thought, this looks cool. And then I realised it was a pocket that you keep your paperwork in. You know, like when you're at work and you work in an office and you put your paperwork in a pocket. Yeah, them things. $5.99. Now, these really did catch my eye. These Super Mario playing cards. Archie, you want that Princess Peach jumper? Now, as you would expect, if you're coming anywhere for a plushie of any type, the Nintendo pop-up shop is going to have you covered. These were pretty much the standard kind of prices you would expect, ranging between about £20-25 for the larger stuff being at around about £40. Are they overpriced? Yeah, but you know what? Plushies in general are quite overpriced. So I didn't really have too much of an issue with these ones. And it was quite nice to see a great variety of them on offer and with some of the lesser known characters within the franchise, like Birdo here, for example. Now, I really did think this was a really cool t-shirt. They didn't have a great deal of size variety with this because I'll be honest, I was quite tempted to pick this one up. And I'm an XL and yeah, they just didn't seem to have my size. Maybe for the best. I did like that salt and pepper shaker pairing though. Pretty cool little item there, although I don't think I'd have been able to do much of it. I have a feeling my other half at home wouldn't have let me put the salt and the pepper in those bad boys. Now those mugs at $12.99 are not a terrible price. Like I say, there was a lot of stuff in this shop today that was just drastically overpriced and some that was fairly reasonable, like that item for example. How can you have a decent mug like that and then have a pocket to put your paperwork in at $5.99? Make it make sense to me, please. Now, I'm not the biggest Link and Zelda fan, not by a long shot, but I do like some of the merchandise that they come out with. So for that reason, I was really keen to see what they had on offer. Now, these things have been highlighted a lot on other people that have done videos on the shop since it has been open. And I wasn't really that impressed with these, even in the videos that I saw, and even less so if I'm honest, up in person. Now, in a collecting game room, a couple of these would probably look really nice, but I don't really have the space to do so. So whilst a lot of these items you'll see here like that are pretty cool, they're just not practical for myself, not at this current stage of where I am in life. It's just not feasible. Now, I like the idea behind this, but would you wear it? Would you use it? I'm sure someone will. Now, come on, be honest. From a distance, don't these look like turds? I know you was thinking it. And if you wasn't, you're going to think it now. Now, like I said, I'm not a massive fan of the franchise itself, but some of the better clothing items were within the Link and the Zelda franchise. Like the jumpers they've got on offer here. I didn't really like the colour of the one you saw there, but they did offer it in a couple of other varieties, as you can see here. Now, see, this is where I think things get a bit crazy. You've got these little key rings and stuff like that. They're not even metal, they're rubber key rings, and they're selling them at like $12.99. Now, I did quite like these Pikmin mini flower pots, or whatever you want to call them. I thought they was a pretty cool idea, and they was executed quite well also. Now, there was a few Donkey Kong related items in the shop, but I'll be honest with you, personally, I don't think there was enough of Donkey Kong in this franchise shop. There was a lot more Pikmin and Animal Crossing, and you'll see more Animal Crossing stuff as we get further into the video, than there was Donkey Kong, which for me was quite disappointing. Now, we can't have a Nintendo shop without Kirby making an appearance. Now, Kirby has always been one of Nintendo's biggest mascots. Maybe not so much in the UK in the 90s, but it's definitely come on leaps and bounds ever since. See, now, like I said, there was a lot of Pikmin items here. I know Pikmin is popular. Is it more popular than Donkey Kong? I don't know. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Ah, here we have Alamo, or whatever it's called. Now this, leave it alone. So we move on to another section of plushies now, and this all appears to be Animal Crossing stuff, and I don't really know anything about Animal Crossing other than the characters that I can use in Mario Kart from the franchise. Now, you can't have a Nintendo shop without some form of video games, so they've got them on display. I don't know if you could actually pick up these items on the day if you chose to, because everything here said display only. So I'm guessing that these items would display and you had to ask and they would pick them up for you. Well, that's what made sense to me anyway. Some more plushies from franchises that I have absolutely no idea of, and some really odd shirts from Animal Crossing here. Now, I know Animal Crossing is hugely popular, so I can totally understand Nintendo trying to capitalize on that popularity. Splatoon didn't have a great deal of its own stuff there. It's still not that big a franchise, is it, if we're honest, compared to some of Nintendo's other IPs, but they still made a space for some of that stuff nevertheless, which was really nice to see. Now, the world's most expensive and smallest post-it notes are here at $7.99. I have absolutely no idea what you would write on one of those other than hello or goodbye. Now, I really liked this, and I thought this would be a cool place to hold all my pens, and then I saw $17.99, and I thought I'll just stick to keeping them where I already keep them, on the desk. Now, I said there wasn't much Donkey Kong stuff here, and I still stand by that, and you've got this ridiculous Chris Eubank Jr. Donkey Kong style jacket here. I thought it was absolutely terrible, and if you bought one, good luck to you. Now, I apologise here, my phone seems to be giving CRT vibes. Not sure why, but there you go. I've got a bit of buyer's regret on the final item that I looked at here. It was really busy in there, so I didn't pick this one up. But this pin set of the Nintendo character list, yeah, some regret not picking that one up. So inevitably, I was always going to buy a couple of bits today, and I picked this one up for one of my sons. He loves Donkey Kong, and I didn't really know the price, to be honest with this, until I got to the till, and this rubber keyring was $12.99. Yeah, $12.99. But you can't put it back once it's there. I've told him to keep it sealed and sell it in 20 years. He should be able to make double his money. But yeah, pretty expensive. All the key rings were kind of a similar price range. I should have known better, but there you go. He's happy with it, I think. We also picked up the Nintendo Pop-Up Store London bag. That one was around about £12. Not too unreasonable. These kind of things do go for that in any kind of shop/gift shop experience. So yeah, I'm quite happy with this one, in all honesty. Everyone else seems to be picking these up when they go to the shop, and I didn't want to feel left out, so I thought I'd pick one of these up today. Not sure what I'm going to use it or what I'm going to put in it, but yeah, I'll get my money's worth, and again, I'll sell it in 20 years and retire. Now, the next thing I picked up for my other half, she loves a notebook. So I did pick this one up. This one was around about £10. Again, overpriced for a notebook, of course. And compared to most notebooks, this one has hardly any pages. So not only are you getting an expensive notebook, you're getting one that if you use it, probably won't last you that long. What a great day so far. And my little man Archie, who was with me, he wanted a pen. So of course I'm going to pick him up a pen. And he chose this one. I quite like the pen, if I'm honest with you. But, you know, when you actually break it down, this is got to be one of the most cheapest pens you can buy. And they were selling these for around about £8. So the profit margin on these things, absolutely huge. Nintendo absolutely know what they're doing. There's a reason they do not have a full-time shop, because stuff like this wouldn't continue selling. It's FOMO at its finest. Now for me, I picked up these Mario playing cards, $14.49 or something like that. I don't know if that's overpriced. I guess it is for a pack of cards, but I'm really happy with this item, if I'm totally honest with you. I really like what I've got here. I don't think I'm going to be opening it. I'm just going to put it straight on display within the gaming area. I quite like quirky bits like
And
this.
Nintendo
have got a bit of a history of releasing stuff like this, playing cards and puzzles and stuff. So yeah, this one, as soon as I saw it, I knew inevitably I was going to be picking this one up today. So there you go, guys. That was the Nintendo pop-up shop in London. Was it a good experience? I don't know. I've got mixed emotions. The queuing, it was quite busy in there. The stuff was overpriced as well. And there was a lot of items that I really didn't care for. However, from the other side of the coin, I enjoyed myself because it is something that isn't going to be around for long. And I'm also fully aware that not everything is for me. There's a lot of stuff here that is for other people's tastes, and Nintendo are definitely catering for it. I saw people walking around with their baskets absolutely full. So believe me, whatever Nintendo are doing is definitely working. Anyway, guys, thanks as always, and I'll see you on the next one.